better give me a kiss. Oh, that baby, give mommy titty. What is up, you guys? We are back in this thing for another video. This is gonna be like a foundation routine video. Personally, my foundation routine. This is personally my foundation routine. You do not have to follow this. This is kind of just what works for me, and I'm really still trying. Sometimes I have to switch it up depending on the season, depending on the texture of the foundation, anything like that. But this is basically how I put on my foundation. And if you do have the type of skin type that I have, which is disrespectful, oily skin, have combination skin, got dry patches, got what else I got? I got clogged pores that I have to unclog every single day. Okay, I got what else I got? Let's just not go down the road of what my skin does. But yeah, that's what this video is going to be about. And I'm gonna actually be trying out a new foundation in this video. The foundation that I'm gonna be trying is the LA Girl Pro Matte High Definition Long Wear Matte Foundation. That is what it says on the bottle. I'm gonna try this foundation today. I've never tried it. Of course, we all use LA Girl Pro Concealer. Everyone uses that. No matter if you're a regular person that wears makeup or a beauty guru that got millions of subscribers that get free makeup, everyone uses LA Girl Pro Concealer. Matter of fact, to the point that y'all remember LA Girl concealers used to be cheaper. They done went up by $2 or $3. Cause I remember LA Girl. We remember what your price used to be. See how folks switch up on you. It's matte and it does say long wear matte foundation. I'm gonna kind of prep my face as to how I would do it if this is just gonna be like a full day of wearing this foundation for me. Since it do say long wear, we're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what she got going on. So for those of you that have been tuning in, that have been liking, commenting, watching, thank you guys so much. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Briana. Thank you guys so much for being here. Oh, I sound like somebody else's intro. I'm not trying to copy off nobody. Guess we're gonna get on up into this thing. Okay. Before we get on into things, can we just ignore how wrinkled my backdrop is? As y'all can see, like the whole backdrop thing, I'm still struggling with. But you know what? One of these days, I'm gonna get it right. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is, of course, we're gonna go ahead and prime our skin. I know some people don't believe in primers, but honey, I got so right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use two. I'm gonna use the Pores No More primer. I'm gonna focus that on my nose because I have horrible pores on my nose. And then I'm gonna do the Rimmel Stay Matte foundation. This is like one of my fake foundation. Girl, this is not foundation. Rimmel Stay Matte primer. But you know what? They do have a foundation and it's lit. A little teensy weensy. You probably can't even see that. A little teensy weensy little dab. And I'm just gonna pat that. I know most of the time with pore filling primers, you want to kind of pat them into your pores. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pat them enough first, and then we're gonna smooth it on down. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go in on other areas with my Stay Matte primer. Also, while I let that primer sit, I also will spray some kind of either a setting spray or some kind of like primer mist or anything like that on my face to kind of just, I don't know, put in some kind of, I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It just worked for me. I really don't even know. You know how you do some things, you don't really know why you do it? But that's what I do. I'm going to go ahead and spray the Rimmel. This goes right along with the primer. The Rimmel Stay Matte Fix and Go 2-in-1 primer and setting spray. Who is texting my phone? Let me turn this on silent. No, I'm sorry, y'all. That's so disrespectful. Okay, so now that we have that setting in, and I did bring you guys a little closer into my business, what we're going to do is we're going to add powder to our skin before we actually put on our foundation. I know most of you guys know that the queen of doing this is the Miss Auntie Jackie Aina. So what she does is before she actually puts on her foundation, she puts on her setting powder. She puts on some kind of setting powder that matches her skin tone. So that also helps with covering up certain spots that you don't want to be there, giving you a little extra coverage, as well as keep you from getting as oily. Powder that I'm gonna take is the Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder, and I do have this in the color medium deep because it is a color that is pretty close to my skin tone, so that is the color that I am using. So I'm just gonna take a damp sponge, and yeah, we're just gonna start patting this in. And I don't get oily around this area. Of course, it's mostly in the T-zone area, but since I do have kind of like these spots over here, I am gonna bring this over here a little more, just so we can, you know, just for a little extra coverage. I definitely get oily around this area. I'm about to look like Casper. The first place that I look great. Oh, I look so crazy. Don't come together, okay? I look like a donut right now. Oh my gosh. Whenever I start to get oily, I always get oily first in the same little spot, and it's always like right in the crevices of my nose. So I kind of just make sure I pack that on a little bit more, because that is the place where I always get oily at first. And then I'm also gonna take this around here because I am a little dark around my mouth area. So now that we have this on, we're gonna go ahead and dip in our foundation. Now, I don't know if this is full coverage, high definition. It's medium to full coverage. Ooh, okay. That's pretty. That is, ooh, she's about to be fine. I really hope this works because I'm kind of excited. So first, what I'm going to do is I do put the foundation on a brush first, and then I kind of just work it in, and then I go in with my beauty blender. Okay, so since we don't know exactly what she's working with yet, we just gonna do one pump first, and if we need to dip back in, then we gonna dip back in. Ooh, I don't think one pump is enough. Oh yeah, this is my color. Oh yeah, that's definitely my color. Oh no, this, I'm definitely gonna have to dip back into this, baby. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to dip back into this. Wait a minute. Maybe I should just, you know what? Because I don't have time. The pump is so new that it's kind of funny. Isn't it funny how I said, like, we gonna just dip in real softly, but I can't help it. So yeah, we're just gonna put that in. This is a pretty good color match. To me it is. Yeah, that's a pretty good color match. I like it with this brush. Because for some, like, my skin can be a little textured. So for some brushes, it kind of, I don't know, it goes weird on my skin. So I may just go ahead and move on to my beauty blender quicker than I usually would. So I have a damp beauty blender, but one thing that I do, I always spray my beauty blenders with other setting sprays while I'm, like, if you ever notice, like, I kind of dip in, dip back out, I constantly spray them with something. And what I sprayed this one with was the Milani Make It Last setting spray. This medium coverage. How I feel yet, y'all. By the way, this foundation I got this at Ulta. It retailed for $8.99 at Ulta. Yeah, I don't think this is medium coverage, y'all. Or maybe I just, I'm seeing too many spots for medium coverage. The foundation, you don't have to focus on the inner parts of your eyes, having that completely doused with foundation, because you are going to highlight those areas with concealer if you do highlight your face. So you can just more so focus around the areas of your mouth. That does also help you save more on foundation, since you are going to conceal those areas anyway. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of making my skin look a little textured. But I'm going to dip it in one more time, because I need this to work. I got somewhere to go. I need this to work. So I'm just going to go down here some more, because it's just still looking, I don't know, y'all. Weird. Like, I like it, but I don't like it. I don't know. It's weird, because I just feel like I'm having to use too much, or maybe I'm just doing too much. Maybe I really don't have to use this much, but I just still have so many dark spots. But the color looks good. Like, it looked good on camera. Or maybe it looked good on camera. I don't know. It may not even look good on camera. I don't know if I just think it looked good on camera. It's a lot going on right now. Okay, so I'm done with the foundation. I'm done putting on the foundation. Like, I done put 77 pumps on my face. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with concealer. And of course, we should, since we're using LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation, we're gonna use LA Girl Pro Concealer. So the one we're gonna use the color Cool Tan, which is a little bit lighter than me. It's not super duper light, but yeah. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna go under here. Gonna go. Like, I say I don't go heavy with concealer, but the more that I watch my videos and see how much makeup I put on, I kind of go heavy on the concealer, but I kind of go heavy because, I don't know, I feel like I don't know. Hi, my name is Erin and I have an issue. I'm going to go in with a concealer that is pretty much my skin tone, and I'm going to go around here because I do get smile lines right here, and then I don't know if this is a mustache or what. Like, I don't see no hair, but it just looked dark right here to me, and I'm going to take another Pro concealer in my skin tone, which is Toffee, and I'm going to put that around my mouth area. Well, I thought it was my skin color. My skin, why is this not looking like my, did it oxidize? This has literally, usually when you're putting on your concealer, I actually learned this as well from Jackie Aina, is she usually lets her concealer sit for just a little bit. So since the most important part for me is under my eyes, I'm going to just focus on the other areas of my face first. I don't let mine sit as much as she does because I don't have skin like her. Like, her skin is beautiful. And yeah. So pretty much while I'm waiting on this part to dry, I kind of just focus on other areas of my face. Go ahead up on this forehead. And see, directly under the eyes is the most important part to me. I start from the bottom and work my way up. Instead of just going straight under the eye, I always start from the bottom first and work my way up to the eye. Ladies, please make sure when you're going on the sides of your nose, baby, get into them crevices, okay? Get into them crevices. Sometimes I do damp my sponge again with some kind of setting spray or primer mist or anything like that. I do set it again sometimes, but then sometimes I don't. It really just depends on how my skin is reacting to the product. So because our skin just, I don't know if anyone else is like this, but my skin can change day by day depending on how well I take care of it, depending on what kind of products I'm using on it, of course. So, you know, if your skin is taken to the product well, then it's certain steps that you don't have to take within your makeup. So for me, sometimes my skin acts up to where I have to keep adding some kind of primer mist or, you know, any kind of, just something to my face. But, you know, it's kind of working out for me right now. So now that we have that blended out, we're going to go ahead and take our e.l.f. or any kind of setting powder that you guys are using. The powder that I'm going to be using is a powder that I'm getting all over the place. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Beauty Shield Antioxidant Armored Setting Powder. You guys can use any setting powder that is to your liking. I'm going to go ahead and dip in, and I always go directly under the eye first because that is the part that's going to crease the most. So I always go directly under the eye first. Then once I do that, then that's when I kind of just go ahead and work all through here first. Okay, and another thing that I do, and this is just another step for me since I do have that very, very oily skin, I usually focus more powder on just the same area that I was telling you guys about that always starts up first for me with the oil. So I focus a lot around this area. And then I just pretty much take whatever is left and just pat that on the rest of my face. We do have that on here. The next thing that I do is I do go ahead and go in with some setting spray so we can kind of just set this beat in, like set the powder, set the concealer, you know, just so that it doesn't get like that cakey or powdery or just any of that. I just go ahead and kind of like set that in. Okay, so what I'm going to use to bronze up my face today is going to be the Black Radiance Pressed Powder. And this is actually not for, you know, this is just foundation. But I'm going to use it to bronze up my face. I love this color. I love a dark, y'all know, I told y'all this before, I love a dark forehead. I love a dark, like, to the point that it gets me in trouble sometimes, like. So while using this, I'm just going to pat very, very gently. I'm just going to pat that real gently. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and start kind of tying this whole look together. Okay, so now that we have our face kind of bronzed up, we're going to go ahead and add our highlighter. What are my thoughts on the LA Girl Pro Matte Concealer? Okay, so looking at my face, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's definitely not. It's not bad. It's definitely not. To me, in my opinion, to me, it's not medium to full. To me, it is light with a capital T at the end. Kept having to add more of it, and it seemed like when I wouldn't add that much of it, it kind of started to separate on my skin. I don't know if that was my skin or what, but it did start to separate a little bit on my skin. That is something that I noticed. But then when I started putting on more, then it kind of just blended in good. And it really actually came together pretty nice once I did the like concealer and once I did the powders. Now it looks like it doesn't look bad. Definitely I love the color. Like this color matched me to a T. It wasn't bad. Like it wasn't bad. Now looking at it now, looking at the foundation now, it wasn't bad. I don't know how long this is gonna last because I'm just not a light coverage chick. And it say medium to full, but LA Girl, you is lying. I'm definitely gonna use it because I done paid for it, okay? I don't just be out here paying for stuff. I make stuff work, okay? So yeah, she's still gonna get used. I do love that it has a pump. Shout out to, because we've been talking to Fit Me for a while now, and they still ain't got on with the pump. So I'm really, really happy that y'all got a pump. The other thing, as far as with foundations, before you kind of just trash a foundation, make sure you go ahead through the whole process of your makeup. So if you highlight, go ahead and highlight, go ahead and conceal. Just go ahead and do all that before you just give up on the foundation, because for that, I was getting ready to be like, nah, I'm not, like, even though it took a little bit of work, like this wouldn't be my foundation if I have something important to do, but it's definitely a foundation that I would wear. So yeah, that was my foundation routine using a newer foundation. Even though I did, you know, do a little extra with this foundation because it wasn't as full coverage as I wanted. Everything else was pretty much the same, like literally to the T of what I usually do with a foundation routine. So yeah, it turned out pretty cute. You know, I don't know how I feel about these lashes, but it turned out pretty cute. It's doable. She kind of cute. She kind of cute, you know. She definitely is matte. It's definitely like around my nose. It definitely is matte. Like, it's looking real matte-alicious right now. So guys, that is your video for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know how I'm doing. Please talk to me down in the comments. I really, really enjoy talking to you guys. If there's anything that you guys want to see, by all means, please tell sis. Thank you guys so much for coming back and tuning in with me for another video. I will see you guys next time. Do not forget to like the video if you like it, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed. And then turn the notification bell on. Turn it on. Turn it on. Do that. That's my gift to you. I'm giving you the gift of telling you to turn on the notification bell. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Deuces.